Hello everyone, and today we are going to discuss about hypersensitivity reactions. Okay, the hypersensitivity reactions are divided into four, which is the type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Okay, to remember what are the different hypersensitivity reaction, we have this mnemonic called as acid. For A it is anaphylactic, allergy or atrophy. C is for cytotoxic, I is for immune complex, and D is for delayed reactions. Okay. Other than that, remember that once we move from 1 to 4, the time period will obviously increase. So here it will take 1 hour, then hours to days, then 1 to 3 weeks, and then days to weeks. Also, what are the important components of different hypersensitivity reactions? Remember this mnemonic called as egg. So first we'll have IgE, second we'll have IgG, third will have IgG, and the fourth will have CMI, which is cell mediated immunity. I have mostly added pictures and already written everything so that it's easier and faster for you to revise it. Let's move forward with the first hypersensitivity reaction, which is type 1 reaction. For this, you have the mnemonics as A, B, C, D, or you can just remember type 1 as A and type 2 as B. Okay, I'll explain you how type 1 is A and type 2 is B. For first one, it is A, B, C, D. So A is allergic rhinitis, allergic dermatitis A, B, bronchial asthma, C, Cassoni's test for hydrated cyst, D is for drug penicillin or food allergies with drug food allergies. And there is also anaphylaxis in the A. Type 2 is B, B for blood. So basically remember when type 2 reaction is that it's mostly related to the blood. Here the mnemonics is my blood group is Rh positive. So M is myasthenia gravis, B is blood transfusion reactions when there is wrong blood transfusion given. G is for Graves disease and Goods-Pasteur syndrome. I is for immune hemolytic anemia or ITP, which is immune thrombocytic purpura. RH is for RH incapability and rheumatic heart diseases and also rheumatic fever. Now remember, here you have rheumatic fever. In type 2 is fever, while in type 3 you have reactive arthritis and rheumatic arthritis. You will get confused between the two, rheumatic and arthritis and rheumatic fever. So remember that fever comes first, that's why it is in type 2, while arthritis will come later, that's why it's in type 3. Also, you have the hyperacute graft reaction. Positive P will have pemphigus vulgaris and pernicious anemia. That's an end to the type 2. Moving forward to type 3, we have the mnemonic called as SHARP. In SHARP, you have S for SLE. Also, there are 3 letters, so 3 SLE. Serum sickness, Schick's test for diphtheria. Also, HSP, again 3, hepatitis B and hepatitis C. A for Arthur's reaction. Don't get confused between this Arthur's reaction and here as well you have allergic rhinitis and everything. Okay, so try to remember it. R we have already discussed, it is reactive arthritis and rheumatic arthritis, and P will have PSGN and PAN, again 3 parasitic diseases like malaria. Okay, now you have one more thing called as leprosy. Have two parts, type 1 and type 2. So in the end the sum should be 5. Okay, in the end the sum should be 5. So type 2, what can we add to make it 5? 3. So hypersensitivity reaction 3 is mostly related to type 2 leprosy, while type 4 hypersensitivity reaction will be mostly related to leprosy type 1, and that will give us 5 5. So remember, n should be 5 so you can differentiate. The last one is type 4 reaction. In type 4 reaction, it is mostly delayed, and then you have the granuloma and skin tests, which are very important. Granuloma, you have TB, leprosy, sarcoid, and temporal arthritis. In skin, you have Montauk's test, Leproman test, Montegro test, and then contact dermatitis. Remember, allergic dermatitis was type 1. Contact dermatitis, which includes poison ivy, nickel, and poison oak. So sometimes these metals are touched to your skin and then you will have this reaction, which is delayed obviously. There is chronic transplant reaction and graft versus host disease, which also takes a lot of time. That's why chronic one comes in type 4. and Hashimoto's disease and multiple sclerosis. That's an end to the different types of hypersensitivity reaction. I hope that was useful. I have tried to make it quick. Let's move forward with the next one, and I'll see you there.